Would you like to go moon gazing? You can sit in my rocking chair and admire the view. Or we could go to the moon and gaze down at Tefet.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أخوي قبل شوي المحترم شفته على البث. حاط لي قديش فري هنا شيطانك تخوف علي. ها أورجيك بس أنا أمسكك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شو عندنا؟ عن المهام اليومية. المهام اليومية خلصتها. في شي عندي زاد 64. شو بدنا نعمل فيهن؟ في عندنا مهمة ميزيكو هسه بخلصها، لعبت فيها اليوم شوي. شو ضل عندي الساعة 64. شو بدي اسوي فيهن؟ سوي فيهن يا حبيبي. تريرن تن تريرن تن. هذا شو بده كان اخر شيء؟ 9 مفتوح اليوم. اوه فاتحينه والله كويس. كان نجيب بيهن. فريقنا تمام. لا ناقصه شوية. هو بحكي لي لازم كهرباء ومية. ماشي بقول له ما في مشكلة. بغير هذا بدي احط هذا نجرب يعني. مش فريقه هذا. تن 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 تررن. تعمل هيك هو مستاهلوش اصلا. شو استخدم فيلس؟ استاهلوش فيلس ولا هي ضربتين اصلا. ناخذ دبل. ما ناخذ 60. ما بناخذ دبل مش مشكلة. طلع عندي 20 باخذ واحدة. يا مش هسه بسويها. طلع سافيلنس شو بدي يعمل. يا حرام مات. احزنني صراحة يعني. عندي هذولا 5 بعدين بستخدمهم لإشي مفيد. خلصت منه هسه مش فاضيله. دي بديش خلص كيف. تمام في شي عندي هون. في شي عندي مهام كلها جاهزة. ضايع شابتر 12 وصلت اخر مرة 2 وتيست معي. والله انا متيسة. نروح على موزيكو تعيد المساج والتدليك. هاي فتاة المساج او فتاة في مهمة هاي بعدين اشوف شو الشربة بسوي. تعطينا اشي 10,000 للوحدة. شو مشترني روح هذا. تمام امورنا تمام هيك. ما حطيناش الترجمة. هسه توصلكوا الترجمة يا اعزائي. اجت ما اجتش لسه بعدها. اجت الترجمة واضحة. تمام. علق الله الترجمة بتعلق يا ابوي. تنشوف موزيكو شو بدها.
What? Why is Mizuki crying?
فيش صوت.
Oh, maybe we got pulled into one of her bizarre dreams again.
هاي الصوت هاي محبط له.
Traveler? Paimon?
Well,
firstly, we were hoping to get our next...
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs. Don't worry. This isn't a dream. I was just...
Oh, what's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
علشان تعلقوا على البث لازم تكون مشترك بالقناة. هذا يعني بس يعني معلومة.
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now, like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite... Well...
Does that happen to all Yumi-Kui Baku?
هو كل قصة شخصية راح تقدر تلعب بيها.
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand. Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes... I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, but still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them and then they turn around and... Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but...
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget... Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try?
انسى كل مشاكلي. يا خلينا انسى يلا. والله لو اني هذاك ما خليت انسى. بدك ينسى اخته كيف راحت كيف قاتل الناس. وش تعيط هاي.
You really are different from other people. discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you.
ولا راح تفهمي، عمرك ما تفهمي.
Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself. Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home. Get some sleep. Have a wonderful dream.
يلا روح نام.
Bye for now.
شو؟ خلصنا؟ ما خلصنا. في عندك كاية نسيت اخذها، هذيك واحد يعني. ها. شو هسه؟ يرجع لليل يا ليل. نفكر هلعب جنرال احسن من كيشن هسه. وين الان؟ نرجع لل
We're here to book our next therapy appointment.
It hurts.
ما لها
What's
شوف
wrong
وجهها.
with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of indigestion.
Huh? How come? Oh, did they eat too many nightmares last?
I doubt.
Paimon blames the other two.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dream. Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of this magnitude. Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to...
What can we do?
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dream. Traveler, Paimon.
يلا
I know.
Let's see.
نروح ندور على
Lead the
الزبائن
way.
آخر مرة اللي كانوا
I'm coming
عندها.
with you.
come with me راح نلعب الشخصية. ياي. وهي ضوء الشاشة كثير ساطع. لو ايش بيعلق اخو هال هم بعدهم.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well, it's not a big deal though.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Hey, you two! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of your bad dreams!
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended at all.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Isa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
داري.
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams recently?
شو بدك؟
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular.
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night. Although Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly seem troubled by—
No.
Whoa! What did you do?
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it. Similar—
No! No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this! I won't!
The sea is too rough today.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukida seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to— As for Umiko, their negative emotions— But those suppressed emotions, if it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, did you notice—
Not really. You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura—
Mizuki?
Something in— If we don't find and stop him as soon as—
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these—
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows up?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush.
Oh, this isn't—
You do remember what happened last night, both of you. Only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're—
Please, stop. Everything—
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. At least—
Alright. But
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session kinda—
is he trying to—
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit a dead end.
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No, we did—
In that case— Yes, I suppose. On it—
Don't forget, so we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse—
Looks like Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. The last thing...
Don't worry.
Paimon.
All right, sure. We'll keep our distance and send a message.
Very good.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about and all, but what the heck do we do now? 'Cause in case you hadn't noticed... Oh, wait, there's no time to lose! To the...
اوف راحت.
She's usually somewhere around here.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
ايه شو اسمها ميكو.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts. You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to...
Aha! So you didn't bring him up on purpose!
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask...
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but he slipped through our fingers. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore.
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once. Only...
Wait, what? Amura Chuya?
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. I had hoped it might be a fun chance to meet some like-minded people. Are you telling me that Amura the Hellraiser and Amura the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned so far, it certainly looks that way.
All right. Well, in that case, give this address a try.
Really?
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. The warehouse took, of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there.
You've got a point. Well, we clearly...
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki? So you really do want to help her?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse.
Really? Good.
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors? She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once. Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seem to be in a...
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki right away.
إلى أين إلى أين لوين الدرب بودينا هيا هون عند الدار المهجورة شو بتعمل لحالك
Traveler,
هون
Paimon.
ميزوكو هسه شوف راح نلعب بيه.
That was quick.
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and So, this is where Emira Ichigensai lives.
Sure hope so, cause this
هون
is our
أخوها
only lead.
المحترم بعيش هون.
Wait, do you guys smell that too? Some kind of...
Then that confirms it. So from here on out, stay close to me.
We'll be
كأنه هاي
fine.
كهرباء
You
على
just
ما
focus on
أعتقد.
what you need.
All right.
شكلها شكل كهرباء. بدهم كهرباء وهواء. يا سيدي تعال هاي هواء.
My experiment
أقول
will
هي هواء.
succeed.
والله ما دققتش عليها كويس أنا. هسه بنشوف هي راحت. أحس حالي فايت هذاك فيلم مسلسل شو اسمه الأنمي تاع قاتل الشياطين. نسيت اسمه. ايش دخلت؟ ما بتذكر لحد. ديمون سلاير. ديمون سلاير. هو نفس الحقبة مو كلهم.
Whoa. This is...
Calm yet repressed.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured...
Nothing new.
Just
further-
يا سلام شو هاي؟ زي هاي هوا طلعت. وين الشعار تاعها؟ هي تحت عند الجريح عاطين هوا. خلينا نشوف كيف تلعب. نمسك
Sweet dreams.
هي بتطير. بتطير. شو بتعمل هاي؟ عندك الاتش بي 19000 11000 دي 1000 حلو معقول شكلها تعتمد على الاتاك. المنتل ماستري سناب بيك اب اتش بي ريزولوشن حلو جميل. حلو معطيها الارتفكت تبع الاعداء. جميل. والله ضاغطين عليه. وبطير. بطير. وين رحنا؟ علقنا. بتطخ بالهواء بطير. لا يا زلمة الارضية طلعت شميلي. فكرتها بتنط بالهواء.
Seems like we're not welcome here.
بتلزق عليهم هواء.
Defensive mode engaged. Absorption test.
ماتوا.
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last.
Amara Chuya.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so polite, though.
لكن يا بايمون لم يتوقع منه أن يكون مهذبا إلى هذا
Please,
الحد.
do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative
لا تناديني
emotions.
بهذا الاسم بعد الآن.
But I have parted ways with them.
You have to listen to me.
شكل
There is
واحد
no
شرير
way to-
لابس نظارات هيك.
Your perspective is most amusing.
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective.
What is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to...
As you can see, Miss
طيب
Yume
ترجمة
Mizuki,
بالترجمة.
all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. But I see now that all my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty.
اثبت.
I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention.
ضلك شوف
I
حالك
became
وبالأخير الساعة في لينس
slave to
بالأس
my
عليك.
emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. I have acquired the ability to eradicate those emotions for good. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No. I am filled now with only one emotion.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of cases I'd love to hear your thoughts on.
I would be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control
يلا
of
شو
his
اللي بوجعك
temper.
أنت؟
He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact on his daily life, and
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide.
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among his crew, despite the dangers of their profession. But after forgetting his fear, He destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and fear nurtures care and... Emotions are integral to human dreams. And after many years of dealing with their dreams, negative emotions do not just go away. They will... Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free rein over our minds and lives. But if the person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further. You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, this diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
You... How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup. Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not.
What?
No wonder! Hyman knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep. Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this very moment, you're in the middle of a nightmare.
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just a terrible...
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery. Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon...
So it is you. Just as I thought.
What?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was... We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. When I heard the Traveler recount that... But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were...
Then allow me...
Kurayume.
Likewise, Yumenazuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault. But now, I have found a way to reverse
go! We've got to catch up to him! Time to relax.
What's happening? Paimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him!
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder. Sweet dreams! Time to relax. Turn that frown upside down. Time to relax.
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out! I used my powers to cushion our fall. Is everyone all right?
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that he got away and we were so cool.
We've been completely cut off.
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go catch him in the real world?
Remember the fragrance? He's turned Emarachuya's nightmare into his lair.
Eat this nightmare? What is that even?
Not only is it possible, Paimon, it's quite literally my job.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just... we all saw what...
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting in. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside.
It's so...
That's what happens if you leave. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one.
Wait, but...
Where the light is. Sweet dreams!
If I say it's your fault, it's your fault! Do you understand me? You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand!
Ugh. The atmosphere here is...
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments...
You, a rot! Get rid of this trash!
Aw, poor guy. Paimon feels so bad for him.
We shouldn't stay here. Let's keep moving.
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Let's keep playing.
Wow, that's so sad.
Nope. Not here either.
Look! There's the light!
Turn that frown upside down.
What is this place?
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer overwhelm. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. By isolating these negative emotions, if we want to
Oh, so...
Well done, Paimon.
Aw, alright.
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept in check, it can calm the waves of emotions and help him regain some measure of control.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Oh. Ugh!
It's all right. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Are you ready to come up? I'll be waiting for you right here, son.
All right. There goes that nightmare.
Amazing! Suddenly, Paimon feels so relaxed.
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in...
Ah! He's back!
Freeing a single host from my clutches.
What is this place?
I can't believe it. He's brought us to the borderland.
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. A dream that can exist even without a host. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind. He hid here.
Mizuki, that eye...
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating copies of himself. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his...
Then we know what we need to do.
Maybe. If we can get close enough to reach his... Dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach.
Sweet dream...
Lost minds. There should be some around here. And some of them will have come from Sweet Dreams originally. Careful. You've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight. Embracing Tanuki. Thank you for lending.
Sweet dreams!
Watching fireworks fly up into the sky and writing wishes on a prayer plaque. Thank you for sharing your passion. All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. The core should be just up ahead.
Why? Are these sweet dreams no—
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But these are all we could find in the immediate vicinity. Which means we're running out of time.
No problem.
Turn that frown upside down. Time to relax. Sweet dreams.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me. Do you not realize my words you hear? Because this is my world where I
Not yet it isn't. Now, use the power of the good dreams.
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against the power of my... I must confess, I am somewhat confused.
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions. All the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious. Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What you're doing...
Incorrect. When a human becomes dominated by their negative... But I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into this.
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
Oh, but I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens. Now here's a question well worth thinking about. Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
What's going on?
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already. Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotions include apathy and sloth. Without the Yumeki Baku, there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, do you honestly think that anyone would ever be inclined to embrace their negative emotions? No, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their troubles and live inside an illusion.
But the whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist.
Mizuki!
Traveler. These feelings, So that's how they should taste. Longing, caused by separation. Despair, caused by failure. Regret, caused by missed opportunity. A harsh aftertaste. And after all these flavors, long before you ever met me, you'd already... The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is... The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
It's you!
Your dream is so powerful!
Traveler, give him all you've got!
Lightning flash!
Impossible! With just one person's dream? Wow!
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure all his victims make a full recovery. I don't think I ever would have been able to do this without your help.
Don't mention it.
You shall join my ancestors in death! You and my failure of a house!
What? He's still not dead? Wait, does anyone else hear water? Where is that coming from?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him, he decided to sacrifice his host.
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
We've got to wake up.
But how? Like, pinch ourselves?
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon, jump.
Huh?
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes. Hold on tight. The Yomekui Baku are getting to work. It's finally over. It's a good thing I had the foresight to ask. They were very delicious. Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad ones? If only that were true. Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they festered and turned into nightmares. As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones, and most happy dreams are short and fleeting. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams, which is all to say that the dream... I once believed even though I call myself a clinical still, after learning the principles of psychology, if we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmare. That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true. Not even once. So I must thank you. Because after meeting you, I finally became sure that my wish is achievable. And knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are! Paimon's been looking everywhere for you, too! Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell behind. Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up in all those nightmare
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again tomorrow.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Wanna stay here and watch the moon with...
Huh?
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry on a misty night.
Excuse me! Hello! Please come register over here!
What's going on? Why are there so many guests? Had I known.
Oh, it looks like business is booming with...
Morning, you two. Want to make an appointment?
Yes, please. For today, if possible.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important customers, after all.
Awesome! In that case, very important time.
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope you're not too upset with me, old friend.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So affectionate.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every...
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night? Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku Ibaku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition, although his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young child.
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Without your help, things might have gone a lot less smoothly yesterday.
Hmm?
Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position. Emira Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been a dangerous move. An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation.
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise, I could have taken a much more direct approach.
Miko.
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems like my worries about upsetting you were
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their fair share of troubles. But every sorrow... Here's your new VIP pass.
traveler. Paimon, it's been a long time.
Oh, hey, Hoishin. Long time no see. Fancy meeting you here. How's work these days?
Thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu. But it's a long story. But
What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's always sad. Anyway, my father's currently on the second floor of Yang. He seems very...
Sure. Uncle Tian, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Hoishin, why don't you... I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear... Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's... as I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is with... I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless...
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces. So we tend to be as discreet as possible, and for these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
It's Yelan!
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu.
What do you think? Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms.
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind...
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect... So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that...
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to get... Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this finest... You're all set?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Minghua will try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter.
Tianwei? Mingbo? Yui. Paimon should be able to remember their name.
Let's leave that, alright? Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes.
You look worried. Relax. It takes more than a little rainfall to extinguish my lamp.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change any—
Oh, come on. That's just... Now...
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would...
It looks like all three candidates have arrived. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected, failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us, there's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done. Finished, huh?
Everyone took it.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets. That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing two entirely unfamiliar faces. I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Mind your tone, mister!
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact. Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are with your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
أبو نفسية ها نفسية نفسها طول أخنقه.
Is it my turn?
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
ماله هذا مهزوز الثقة هذا. هو الشخصية.
I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,300. I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days. My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh, okay.
طلع هذا شخصيته مهزوزة. آسف.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous. What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, 2 different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach 2 very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
هذا كويس الزلمة. الأول واحد منتهي.
Great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
I agree.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto, which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Ningguo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingguo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary! Paimon couldn't agree more! You're good at this, Yuan.
Last but not least, Jur-E. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people, but What really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Jur-E take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great!
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
يلا نروح نبلغ الجد. مين بعث ماسنجر؟ العم تشوان هذا انا جيتك.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right, then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular...
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates.
Hey, they candidates.
But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me. But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Guo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Jur-E was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tien?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Guo came to my attention in the course of my work. As for Jur-E, we first met while fishing. Jur-E
يلا يا اختي اختار لك واحد خلنا خلاص.
His parents died when he was very young, but he was a gifted. He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing, and noticed how quickly he got on. Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's the young are grow.
I don't know him.
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tien.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they...
Fresh fish soup.
Doesn't it?
ماله بالسوالف العرض بطيء هذا.
Jur-E purchased when we've been fishing. Jur-E always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. That flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age...
Ooh, can Paimon come fishing too? Paimon...
Let's get back to...
I appointed you as the assessment officer. I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Jur-E's ideas were so this decision, remember, you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on, let's go.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tien. So, it's gonna... His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But the biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth, for example... Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Who are they? Where did they come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not...
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem...
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Juri, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves. Let's go to the docks first.
If we're looking for... He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe...
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so...
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life. Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Actually, we wanted to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique...
Oh, he sounds like a decent man.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Lin Long. Come on, let's follow them and listen in. Try not to let him see you.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set?
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you. Try not to let him see.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then.
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you. Try not to let it.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me. Juri seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Juri's a great guy.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet.
Wait. You're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
The wharf is as busy. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually We've heard about this young man called Juri, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity. With how bad
Ah, yes, Juri. He's been making quite... apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes...
Yeah, we...
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might...
Huh?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some...
Sure thing.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for 1 or 3 for 1,000. You better hurry when they're...
Hello, we're from...
Wow, she switched identity again!
Society for Fish Price Research?
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Juri who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know that. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to it. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be... It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people... And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name.
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh, what brings...
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to...
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course. We also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happened.
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Juri?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Juri. For example, probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes!
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the...
Oh yeah, I know that! It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him. Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Great. So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies with...
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Strange? What was strange about? Ji seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
Sudden? Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who... Do you remember what Dugu Shu... Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of his childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor, none of these are recent...
When you put it like that, it is kind of...
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Zhi was born... The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. Right. And that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain... That's the worst case scenario. But all too often...
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we asked Zhi about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Whoever is secretly helping Zhi... Come on. Zhi's manifesto covers it. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads to... Officially, the assessment... Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Zhi, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Even though Yelan took half, this is... Well, we gotta start somewhere. Oh, this reading is giving Paimon a...
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shanghua! If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Qianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Qianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult, but here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Qianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make more—
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora.
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills, and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you. Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Mingbua.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbua struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbua at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Mingbua is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbua to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbua gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always...
Ah, so that's what you meant by...
Thank you both. You're free to go now. So, have you finished reading the map? I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Qiangshu Pool redevelopment plan. Qiangshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is a long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down, and the Zhi-Yi's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions. Did you find anything?
Excavation, project, oh yeah! Juri said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right a first.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Juri's secret supporter?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Shenwei and Mingbo both turned out to be completely different than what we thought. What about Juri?
You look worried. Relax. It takes more than a little rainfall to extinguish.
This is the Blackcliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
What's this?
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log. We don't know who wrote it, but it's
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. At this rate, by the time that'll give them the chance. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time no red flags if all they did was change some key staff. That's the advantage.
When you put it like that, it's so... Who's really behind?
That's a question for the newcomers.
Excuse us.
I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Interesting. Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but...
They went that way! Hurry, we gotta catch up! These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way. The footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
قامت الشخصية. مين يتوقع؟ شي بضحك.
Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working. Look at these ashes.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything.
The odds of that are very
Why don't we wait for them back at the...
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else.
Darn! Guess this is where a trail runs cool.
Make no mistake, I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they...
Really? Paimon can't smell anything. Do you?
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate, where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see. Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way when that fragrant ink is burned. This is the exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the but it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Who are you?
مين هذا الأخ؟
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around. I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Blackcliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag me out. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Blackcliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that at all?
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now... Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Jur-E, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tail...
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, tomorrow morning I'll be sure to arrive on... It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the result. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu roll. Suffice to say that Uncle Tian entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across the board and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Zhi to the Liyue Qixing.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced. In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order.
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I, also wouldn't mind knowing.
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to...
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally...
Lady Yelan, Jury has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
So Zhi really sided with the... But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Sorry, he's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without...
How the heck did he manage to shake you? I guess Zhi didn't let his guard...
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired.
But how?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too.
Xinyue Kiosk. He only went... A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. No, so I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bit. Let's go to Xinyue.
Place to go for classic UA dishes.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free.
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer... This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor?
Where to?
Shigu Antiques. Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling—
Sure. Which model are—
we don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Zhi's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Zhi picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock.
Don't worry.
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4.
Okay. Thanks, Linlong.
Well, don't take too long.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Yelan,
so has the plan failed? Oh,
If so, it's no ordinary celebration.
What do you mean?
First of all, if he was just looking to celebrate by himself, no. This is a victory feast. Held in honor of Zhi's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status. Hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Zhi may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who—
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Zhi bought that liquor for and follow them instead.
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Zhi is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to accept a look. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all other bases too.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan.
I'll be waiting for you. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet— Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Qingshu Pool? That's the place Jerry mentioned in his manifesto.
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't.
Oh no.
Let's go. This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me. There's been some work done on this place in the past. The workers left it still.
Don't worry. By the way...
They have other things.
Gotcha.
Good.
Defensive mode engaged. Absorption test.
As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much trouble.
I see that? That's gotta be the Fatui Ambass. That must be the emergency...
Busted. Quietly now. Take it easy.
The water's gone down.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way. Busted. Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy. Take it easy. The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues. Take it easy.
The door is open. Let's go.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Oh, sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But, I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison, and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you...
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tien Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all... What a nasty guy! Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a success. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you...
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only... Just look at your two competitors. Qian Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you had nothing. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard you.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again. Heck, when you're not in the company of the...
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, So the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my...
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Whoa, this is the... Huh? What the... Jur-E.
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives, the ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pu. But things didn't quite go to plan. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any... Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Jur-E, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
What? How?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor! Jur-E, you...
Shh. Relax. It's over. Sweet dreams.
did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you want to...
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee. When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity. Even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough!
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan, but you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jur-E these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the...
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. Don't worry. Just get some rest.
There is now...
Dr. Baishu, is my father going...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much...
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were...
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid...
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, and you're here too? Thank you for all you've done to... Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind...
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such...
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion...
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be responsible for assessment.
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of... When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start? I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Zhi was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Xinyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to... Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite...
How is Jury now?
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Like Yenfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might...
A deal? Does this have...
Yes, Jury's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big...
Well,
Almost. Unfortunately...
Uncle Tian? Yelan? What are you talking about?
Jur-E collude with Yusupov in our hands. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second in... Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts...
So...
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information up, but when we tried to make contact with Theophan...
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved. The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as... It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives...
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed. It's for me to know and eat. But I'm sure if you keep going as you... Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا رب. اوه علقة. نايس. هاي واحدة. يلا بسم الله. يا رب. يا رب يا رب يا رب يا رب يا رب.
Yeah! An advisor with the Adventurers Guild. And this little thing If you've got any questions about adventuring in the wild, I'm your gal.
الحمد لله.
And if you ever come across any strange or unusual creatures on your
جبناها
adventures,
أخيرا.
be sure to tell me all
الحمد
about
لله
it.
رب العالمين. قسم بالله شيء بيجنن. وخ وربحنا لينيا ربحنا يا اخوان، الحمد لله رب العالمين. طبعا ربحناها فردي، يعني سحبة عادية. اول شي ربحت طلع لي 4 نجوم والقى، بعدين ربحت لوني. نشوف الهيستوري، نقول بسم الله، صلوا على النبي. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. فشو هذا عن جد؟ هذا اخر اشي ربحناه بالبنر السابق واللي هو سكيرك، احنا عندنا 10 ب55 و5 ب25، يعني 50 و20 75 ناقص 1 74. هو كان بيتي مضمون، بس لا بيتي مش مضمون لأنه ربحنا سكيرك، يعني كان 50 اللي ما ربحوش، والحمد لله ربحناها. شكرا جهودنا، شكرا يا جنشن. ال50 اعطتني اياه مرتين ورا بعض. يا السلام. يا سلام. وينك يا أولغا؟ أولغا شوف كونسليشن تاع أولغا الأول شو هو. الذئب الصياد، بطاقة الشمس، حصان الإعصار، طيور أورنك الكابوس تم تفعيل. شو تم تفعيل؟ شو هذا؟ بعد أن يفعل ألقى تفاعل متعلقا بالجيو في ساحة المعركة تستدعي 12 طاقة عنصرية، يمكن تفعيل هذا التأثير مرة واحدة كل 5 ثانية. الحمد لله ربحنا، الحمد لله رب العالمين. وينك يا حلوة؟ وينك يا أمورة؟ يا بختي عليكي. شو هذا كتاب؟ ما علينا، الحمد لله ربحناه، وال50 مش مضمون وربحناه. وين خلينا نشوفها. تعالي يا باتا. يا سلام. هسه شو بنعمل احنا؟ نعمل زي هيك، نعمل هيك. ياي وحوش 2 قويات. وين رايح؟ اخو اختي اللي قرب الساعة. يا سلام سريع. سريع. هو اللي حد. ما شاء الله. شو معنا تطويرات منه؟ معنا اشي حلو، معنا موجود ان شاء الله. كمان في موجود. ناقص 2 موجود. هسه بروح اجيبها. يا سلام، هيك يكون انت وضعك من الاخر. عندك وحوش من مسحه تلقائيا من الخريطة. طلع قال شو ناس بركضوا ورا شخصيات أفضل شايفينها. وينك يا لولو؟ تعالي يا لولو. نروح حط الأولى، نقول بدي من هاي. لازم خلينا نشوف شو قصته أبدا. رأسلو بدي 3 بجيبها. بدي 3 من مين؟ 3. هاي 3. السلام. بحبك لما بتضحك. والله وضحكت بوجهك الجنشن يا ابو رسول. في عندي 12 و7 هذول مش موجودات. هذا وصلوا 80 يعني مبدئيا. بس خلينا نشوف انا هنا. شوف عندي بقدر اجيب. مش فل. هاي 12 خلص تمام. هيك خلصنا هاي الريش بنجيبها من غاد، وهذا ببعرف منين بجيبه. هاي بدنا جيو مش مشكلة. هذول نجيبن كلهن. ضلت هاي صح ولا ما جبناهاش؟ خلاص نجيب هاي. نسحب شوف بلكن اعطونا اشي كويس. هاي اعطونا اشي. يا ولد شو بدك تعطيني يعني؟ انت شو ممكن تفرحني هالساعة؟ لا كمان شو ممكن تفرحني؟ فكرت يحطونا كمان. نشوف التالنتات. الناس اكثر شو بقول لك. هاي هو اصح اشي زي نظام انفة. هاي وهي اخر اشي. يعني هاي شو عندك موجود لها؟ موجود الحمد لله كتب. ايه مش موجود من هون. نقول elemental skill. التلفون قربت فيه اخوها نايم. اوه قديش صرنا؟ 9. بقدرش اجيب 9. هون بقدر اجيب 44. 5 لغاية 5 مليح يعني. اذا تحولوا دي بي اس بتعتمد على ها بتفلله. تخلي 9 اذا ما بتحولوا دي بي اس. عناصرها كلها دي اف. دي اف ما فيش اشي خلاف الدي اف. شو ال ارتفاكت تعيد؟ هذه تعيد كولومبينا على ما اعتقد. زي كولومبينا. حلو. اتش بي كريد تريت كريد دمج انر تشارج. هاي دي اف حلوة. هاي مرتبة مبدئيا. اعطيها يا بده كريد دمج. فيش كريد تريت دي اف. هاي احسن اشي. نروح هنا كريد دمج دي اف. ايش هذا؟ اوه كريد تريت دي اف كريد دمج. اوه هاي مرتبة. هنا بقول لك بده دي اف. عندنا دي اف. عندنا وحدة بس فيها دي اف اتش بي بتسلك. هون برضو دي. اوه ما عندناش دي اف هون. اتاك الكترو اتاك دندرو اتاك اتش بي. بنحولها بعدين. هون بدنا شوف عندنا هون. عندنا element mastery اتش بي اتاك اتش بي اتاك دي اف كريت ريت. انا يفضل اعطيه ايش؟ يفضل اعطيه دي اف. تقولي له ايش؟ بقول لك ما بعرفش. اعطيه دي اف. ليش بتعطيه كريت دمج؟ صح؟ الكريت دمج عشان يزيد مش مشكلة. بعطيه كريت دمج. بس خلينا نعطيه. اقول لك خلاص والله لا اعطيه كريت دمج. مين بدي اعطيه تعيتها انرجي ريتشار. لا مش هان. اعطيه تعيت انافة. خلاص بعطيك هاي تعيطش. هون بدي اعطيك دندرو. يعطيك اتاك اتش بي الكترو. بدي اعطيك هون اتاك. هون ما فيش دندرو. اتش بي هون اتاك مع كريت ريت انرجي اتاك. هون في دي اف. مرتبة يعني. خلص هيك. شو السلاح؟ سلاح يا اخي بس خلينا نتأكد. انا وش فاتح هون؟ السلاح حسب التوصيات العالمية للاتحاد الاوروبي بقول لك اعطيها فافونيوس. ليش اعطيه فافونيوس؟ حرام عليه. فافونيوس انرجي ريشارج. هون انرجي ريشارج. حلو مادام انرجي الشغلة فيها انرجي بعطيها واحدة. هذا 19. هاي 50 انرجي. ها صبت ما هيك ما طورناش شو اسمه 120 كرت دمج كذا. هذا لما يطور شو بطور معه؟ يا بطور كرت ريت معه. بس لا تلفون فيه 14 بس بلحق لي اعمل لي تست. اعمل تست وين؟ وين يا ابو رسول؟ وين بدك تعمل تست؟ وين؟ انا اعمل لك تست هون. وش انا تبع النار يعني مش فاهم شو جوك، بس يعني مشيها. والله بحب اتفرج عليهم. ابا ايش اسمه؟ بعمل هيك اعطيهم مي. اوه كلابي يا راي كلابي حيواناتي. تعال خلينا نشوف هذا شو ممكن يطلع منه.
Absorption test. Cleanup sequence initiated.
وهذا يعني ما يعتبر رقم يعني. اخي بطل فيه هيك. تعرف بدي اروح هون انا قبل ما اسكر. بدي اروح على تعمل بحث، تنزل على اشي اسمه DBS. هيو نشوف شو ممكن يعني يطلع منه. هذا يا اخوان اللحوش هذول عبارة عن زت لحوش يمشي. ارسل اليك لقطة منذ 70 يوما. والله انا قرفان حالي مش تتفرج على لقطات الناس. هذول الثلاث امور تمام. دويش سكروس عشان هوبا تاني يشتغل شو اسمه. شو مغيرين شو اسمه ها؟ والله مغيرين الهذا. انا مليان منهم غير الديكور. قديش 1200 98 لينيا 48,000. في شي غلط. هسا لينيا طلع كيف حركتها. اوي هاي الحركة بدي اياها. طب ماشي. ابو الشباب اهدى شوي. خلصت؟ نعمل هيك 27,000. قديش جابت؟ 93,000. والله مرتب يعني. اوه خلص. هاي هيك نظام. تحط الشرب، تحط الماء، كلهم يقتلوا ببعض، كلهم يضرب، كله يموت. لما تخلص استاكات 55,000. تعال شو بتعمل. إذا ده طلق ده جبنا، إذا جبنا مليون بس خلال دقيقة، شو أقل. طلع بس عليك إنك شوف تعمل زي هيك، تعمل زي هيك. لينا جابت 95,000، إنافة 370,000، كولومبينا 308,000. والله يا أخي بس لسه بعدنا مش مطور الأوراق، لا الآثار تعيد اسمها ايه، قطع الأثارية مش مطور عنها. خلاص احنا هيك بنقول شكرا شكرا جنشن، شكرا جنشن. الحمد لله رب العالمين. وكان في 50 ماشي، و50 تاعي ما شو بسوي هذا هون؟ انا وين؟ والله ناسي حالي. شو المكان هون؟ غيروا المكان؟ مين لينا؟ إذا والله فكرت استغفر الله، فكرت جوا هذا. خلينا نرجع لعالمنا، نحط على الزاوية، من الزاوية مكتوب هنا return to تيفات، نعمل configuration. هنا سيداتي تكون، لا مش هنا سيداتي مبدئيا يعني. بدي اشوف ترجمة هاي، مش عارف هذا شو بيعمل اصلا. ولا كون انتري هيلينج، شو هيلينج؟ هيلينج اماونت 160، دي اف 170. تعمل هيلينج هاي الاخت؟ والله ما بعرف، علمي علمكم يعني يا شباب يعني. هنعمل نعرف شو مترجم. بس حتى المغامرون المحترفين يحتاجون الى راحة كافية تستدعي لينا تهاجم في هيئة القوة الخارقة، معالجة أعضاء الفريق القريبين بفترة وجيزة. لومي أعضاء الفريق الناشطين القريبين باستمرار بناء على دفاع لينيا. إذا كانت لوميا موجودة بالفعل في ساحة المعركة عندما تطلق لينا هجوم انفجار عنصري، فيتم إعادة ضبط نشاط لوميا وتغير هيئة هجومها. مش فاهم. طب خلينا نشوف هذا، بلكن هذا فهمنا. تستخدم لومي في هيئتها الخارقة مدفع باوند هجمات الخصوم القريبين باستمرار، لا كل هجوم سيلحق ضررا أرضيا واسع النطاق مرتين. إذا كان هنالك عوائق قمرية قريبة ستبدأ لومي بين مدفع باوند ومطرقة السرعة القصوى الثقيلة لمهاجمات الخصوم القريبين باستمرار. ستلحق مطرقة السرعة القصوى الثقيلة ضررا أرضيا واسعة النطاق، والذي سيعتبر ضررا استخدم اللي هو بقول انها يعني تعمل شفاء. خلينا نشوف شو نوع الشفاء، بس هذا بس يعني بس يلا اقتلني.
Don't break my glasses! Absorption test!
يلا اذا بطل اقتلني يعني. خلاص شكرا. وانت ضحك كولومبيا لما يصير تنكسر. يعني لو عملنا زي هيك شافوا هذا مات. طب ماشي خلاص، بس الشفاء بتعتمد على الدي اف. خلاص هيك يا اخوان، يعني بكون خلصنا بثنا لهذا اليوم. قولوا باي باي. باي باي وشكرا لاستماعكم، نلقاكم في بث جديد. بسم الله، السلام عليكم.